Welcome to Monday's edition of the Cosmo and Kat Show Fun Size Podcast. A daily dose of awesome audio in 20 minutes or less to make your day a little better.
We are so excited to share this, amazing, just update sort of with you it's, our youngest Cole is off at Army boot camp. He's been gone for a couple weeks now. And he's at Fort Leonard Wood, and we never know if we're going to be able to hear from him on a Sunday, how long he'll be able to talk, if he can call. If he does call, is he only able to make one phone call? Is he going to call mom or dad, or who's he going to call? And this Sunday, the first time he reached out was Father's Day, and just texted a real quick, I'm here, I'm at Fort Leonard Wood now. Happy Father's Day, and that was it.
Yeah, so that was awesome. Obviously, to get that text on Father's Day, and then Tuesday, because he was still in receiving, processing, and all that, whatever. But then Tuesday, he was able to call his mom, and literally all he was able to say to Kristen was, "I'm here. I'm set. Boot camp starts blank. I'll call on Sunday."
Yeah.
And that was it. Goodbye, I think he said. No, I love you. No, nothing.
Yeah.
And we were warned and told early by several different folks that, hey, these first texts and calls are very robotic. There's not going to be a lot of, your son there. It's not going to be a lot of sweet and sappy and I love you and you get caught up. It's just done. You're like, whoa.
Yeah. And so we were, watching the phone and everything on Sunday. And all of a sudden, then the phone call, he calls, and I don't even know if you knew who it was at first. You thought it was somebody else or something.
Well, I was expecting it to be Emma, my daughter, who was on the way back from family vacation with her boyfriend's family driving. And so I just, I was expecting it to say Emma on the caller ID. And when it said Cole, I'm like, whoa. Gone 2 weeks without a phone call from him to my phone, and that's never happened.
Yeah, and you're a super present dad. So their entire lives, you've been there every single day. Even the 12 years or however long it's been that y'all have been, you and Kristen, their mom have been divorced or whatever. Yeah. You guys are incredible co-parents together, and you've been literally in their lives every single day pretty much.
So that was that experience. First phone call, take that call, and he started off real excited, and then he just kept, it was like this roller coaster up and down of emotion, and man, that got me. When your kid's hurting, when your kid struggles, you struggle, right? It hits you in the heart, it hits you in the feels, and I've been blessed. We have a couple coworkers here at Zimmer Communications that have had sons and daughters that have gone through different branches of the military. Josh Ryan's son went through Air Force. Brian Hansen's son was a U.S. Marine, and they shared some things on just, hey, be prepared. So I've been waiting for that moment, and you're like, okay, I'm going to, and it doesn't matter. As soon as it happened, and now I'm bawling, trying to keep him from crying on the phone, and then he'd start to quiver, and you could hear it in his voice, like, I wasn't expecting this to be this way, and this, and the psychological breakdown. And you're just like, holy crap.
Sweet baby.
And then I build him back up. I'm like, dude, you're a badass. You're 17, dude. You're one of the only ones that's doing the split option there. And he's like, well, actually, there's a couple other guys from da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, no, quit downplaying the fact that you're doing something super cool and this and that and whatever. And then he'd get excited about something and shared that he was part of a team that they broke down into a competition kind of a deal on Saturday, I guess it was, and kind of a over-exaggerated relay race of course, it's the Army.
Yeah,
so
basically they had to take one whole pallet stacked with all this stuff, take one thing at a time, move it over to the other pallet about 100 yards away, and stack it exactly the way that it was on the first pallet. And we're talking one of the items was what did you say, a metal person or something?
Well, it was it was like a dummy. It was like a 6 foot tall rescue dummy that weighed 200.
Yeah, 200 pounds. So we're talking legit things they're having to carry over there, and it had to be perfect. They would have to take pictures, lay it exactly the same. So and they blew everybody away.
Yeah, they won, and I got him 15 extra minutes of phone call time. So That was super awesome.
So he was able to call mom and dad, and it was just so special and so, oh my gosh, it was amazing.
It was pretty awesome. So super proud of him, and I'm like, dude, he's like, it's just going so slow. And it was just literally just the up and down of the phone call. At about the time I thought, all right, build them up, keep talking positive. And I thought, okay, I got him. And then all of a sudden, literally on a flip, he would just, flinch.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so hard. But again, obviously with what happened on Saturday with the bombing and the B-2s and all that going on with Iran, I'm like, oh gosh. My first thought was, does that mean we don't get a phone call? Like the base could be on lockdown, could be a completely different security thing, and they might not allow phone calls. And I was told by some friends that are on Fort Leonard Wood that nothing had changed there yet as far as that status of security goes, and we got the phone call. And so now we just hope and wait till who knows when the next one is. So
yeah,
we do have his mailing address officially coming very soon, so we'll know that. We kind of know his graduation date a little bit, so we kind of know that. But to any other parents that are military parents that had a son or daughter go through boot camp, I'm ready to start a little Midmo support group. I want to rally with you guys. And if there's anybody else coming after whose kid is getting ready to go into boot camp kind of a thing, I want to be able to walk along with you as well. When I say walk, of course, I mean with boots on. Joke fully. I'm trying to make it funny so I don't start crying on the radio. But seriously, I want to open this line of communication up for any other families that you have a son or daughter that's getting ready to go maybe next year or whenever they're going to go to boot camp.
It takes a village, so we got to lift each other up, lean on each other.
So, anyways, thanks for being our battle buddies on the radio show every morning. I promise I'm not going to do a daily update, but it's therapeutic. It helps me talk this out loud sometimes. So. Anyways, we're super proud of him, and if that's you, if you got somebody coming soon, just text us 800-500-Y107 and let us know, and we'll stay in touch with you. All right, lady, there may be a hair utensil for you to buy from Kat here in just a moment.
Maybe.
We'll
see.
How many of y'all have bought something that you have seen in action on TikTok? Kat did.
I did.
And now for the past 2 hours in this studio, I can't breathe because I'm breathing in the smell of...
That's how long it's taken me to do, and I'm wide open about having extensions. I don't care about that. But, my teal, the brown is me, or almost black is me, and then the teal is extensions because I didn't want to ruin my hair. Well... I got this. I saw it looked absolutely gorgeous on the girl doing it, and I watched how she did it. I used to wave my hair, crimp it, whatever, back in the day. And then when I tried it...
What is this thing called?
It's this Rovi Wave Curling Iron by Timo. I don't even know
what. Did you get it from Timo?
No, not Timu. No, TYMO, professional hairstyler.
Good Lord.
I am not going to get a hair thing from there. Burn my hair off my head. No way. But I'm not sure that I like it. However, it was the first time that I tried it, so I'm going to keep practicing, see if it works. If you have any tips, I definitely need them.
Our engineer, Mike, came. He's like, what's burning in your studio? I'm like, Kat's been working on her hair for 2 hours.
A long time.
So he did. He had a panic in his eye. He had just gotten here, and he made an immediate haul down the walkway or the hallway to get to the studio. And
that's funny.
I was coming back in with coffee, and he's like, what's burning in there? I'm like...
I got my hair up in my arms straight up in the air with my long hair in there using this curling iron thingy.
So the video,
wavy thing.
The video you just did is going to go where? Because y'all got to see these before
put it in
and
the
after.
Stories, but I can do a reel and put it up.
Yeah, the before and after. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's
the morning show page.
Yeah, I mean, your after is definitely much better than the before. Okay, I'm just saying.
I liked the before. I don't know. I think I might.
the volume is definitely up compared to the before. So just go do our stories. Get ready. You're going to post that in just a little bit here.
Let me know what you think. And if you have any ideas on how to use this thing better, then I desperately need your help.
If not, it's for sale. How much did you pay for it?
$20.
Okay, $21.99. We got to make some money off this thing. All now.
The only way to wake up.
Heat advisory again for the next several days. The heat is no joke.
It is not.
We witnessed it firsthand on Saturday. We were talking it up last week that we were going to be playing in the celebrity softball game, the fundraiser for Special Learning Center in Jeff City before the Renegades game on Saturday night.
And while we're playing, I don't even know what inning it was. I only batted twice, so it had to be like the top or bottom of the fourth or something like that.
It was the fourth inning because I was on deck. I was the next batter.
Yeah, and so we had to stop because one of our actually coworkers down in Jeff City at Cat Country, they Kevin Hilly and Hart, he was like sitting there struggling. He said, I got to sit out an inning. And so we get everybody out, whatever, we come back and we're batting. And then all of a sudden, Kevin starts having heat stroke. And it was pretty scary. We had to lay him back, put his feet up above his head, everything. Yeah.
At one point, he was sitting in there's like a little separate area to the dugout that's completely shaded. Because our dugout, unfortunately, was in the field of sun the whole time. There was no real getting away from it. And he was holding the water on his neck and drinking a Gatorade, and I'm like, "You good?" And he was pretty responsive. But then at some point, he got moved over to the bench, and then he was just, I was like, "Whoa, dude!" And by the way, Kevin has given us full permission to share this on the air. Otherwise, this would be like the largest HIPAA violation.
He shared it himself.
Yeah. It'd be the largest HIPAA violation in the world. We're hooked up to a 100,000-watt transmitter, and we're telling somebody else's medical business. But Kevin has been a longtime friend for a long time and coworker, and so he's like, "Hey, if you guys want to talk about it on your show, because you guys helped me a ton." So, yeah, they started seeing the point where he was kind of unresponsive. That's when I'm like, "We are not going out for this next inning," and I ran over and told the coach and told Dwayne DeCarty, the kind of the head of the Renegades organization, and the umpire, Jackson Fork, who was a kid that played baseball at Columbia College, so I knew him. I'm like, "Hey, we need to stop for a second. We got a medical issue."
Yeah.
And we pulled the plug, and paramedics came. Of course, he was doing what most guys do, trying to downplay.
Oh, I'm fine.
When you're
They're
in the
like,
middle,
no, you're not.
Yeah, the paramedic. I thought it was funny. The paramedic's like, "Okay, here's the deal. I got a quiz for you. You get 2 questions. You get them both right, you get to drive home in your own car. You get one of them wrong, you get to ride in my car." And Kevin perked up. He was like, "Challenge accepted. Let's go." And he goes, "Okay, I'm going to have to take your blood pressure again, but we need you standing up." And so Kevin stood up, and he's like, "Whoa, I need to sit down." And the guy's like, "Yep, you're going for a ride. Let's go. You didn't even get to the first question. Come on."
Yeah.
So the Cole County ambulance crew was great. Everybody was fantastic. The rest of the players in our team, man, some of those ladies jumped right in.
Oh, definitely.
Helping him. So
thank God he's okay.
Yes.
So happy you're all right, Kevin.
He's good. We'll let the fact that he's an Eagles fan still, man, I wanted to mess with his keychain so bad. He was letting me be responsible for his keys. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, we had to get his car back to his station, and it just was all hands on deck taking care of Kevin.
So all is well. He is good, but it just all goes to say that no matter how much water you drink, it can still be an issue.
Yeah, it can. I drank 2 probably 30-ounce cups of water or whatever beforehand, and then during the thing I filled my water bottle like 6 times. So 7 bottles of water during the game, 3 after the game, and I was still like, my head was splitting from the heat.
Yeah, it's tough. Be safe. We got this heat advisory for the next 3-4 days. We're not going to be below 90, so be safe, y'all.
Yes.
Yeah, like a ice plunge bath right now.
Well, I don't think I'd go that far.
Let's go. Something. Heat advisory, y'all. Be safe. Be careful. All right, summer vacay means summer road trips. Summer road trips means snacks, right?
Heck yeah.
All right, so think of this like if we're going to play the 5-second rule, except you only get one answer. So you're making a stop. You're getting gas. You get to go into the store and you get one thing of chips.
Man.
We're not talking
Of
candy.
chips?
We're not talking cookies. We're not talking beverages.
Okay.
Okay? The only thing you can come out of that gas station with is a bag of chips. Are you going with Cheez-Its as your chip?
That's a good one. I would.
Is Cheez-It at the top of anybody's list? I'm curious.
Yeah, I like Cheez-Its.
They're not my favorite. They're not. They maybe make my top 5. Maybe.
They would be one of the first things I get, yeah.
Okay.
I'd get those cheddar fry things first.
Really?
Those cheddar fries. I don't even know why. I just like them.
See, I have a problem with bags of chips because I got to pour them into something.
Yes. He doesn't like to stick his hand in the bag of chips because then whatever's on the bag gets on your knuckles.
Yeah. It's super weird, and I don't know. It drives people even the small little sandwich bags.
Right.
We have a lunch at work or something for a meeting, and I open up the bag of chips and pour it onto the wrapper that my sandwich is on. And people are like, what is wrong with you?
Oh, I do that.
Yeah, so I'm like,
I'll pour it on my sandwich wrapper.
Reaching into the bag. It drives people nuts. Well, there's a new kind of Cheez-It. Text us or call 441-Y107. What is that bag of chips? You hear that, all that in a bag of chips. What is your bag of chips? Well, that you get on this road trip. Cheez-It is partnered with a fast food restaurant for a new flavor.
Oh, no.
Wendy's.
Oh, don't even tell me Frosty.
Frosty flavored Cheez-It is not correct.
Thank goodness.
There's one thing to mix the salt and sweetie. The salt and sweetie? The salt.
Sweet and salt.
Yeah, that's the
salty. Yeah, sweet and salty.
Isn't that a rapper, Sweetie? Yeah, she's a rapper.
Swalt and Seedy.
Swalt and Seedy. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Salt and Sweetie! All right. At Rose Music Hall. No, Cheez-Its from Wendy's are going to taste like a Baconator.
Ew. What?
Yes.
The cheeseburger?
Yeah.
That's dumb.
The Baconator Cheez-It.
No.
Who's in?
No.
No?
No.
Melissa text. Barf face emoji. Yeah, no.
Cheez-Its are supposed to taste like Cheez-Its.
Not a Baconator?
No.
Okay.
This is the Cosmo and Kat Show on Y107.
Time for a hookup or hang update with Brady and Christy.
I'm dying to see if he actually brings the divorce papers to the date.
I can't even imagine, bringing the binder.
Look, it's real. It's true.
Yeah. The law firm on there and everything. I bet he did. Why not?
Yeah, I mean.
Christy, what's the update? How'd the date go? And did he bring the divorce papers?
Hey, guys. Well, I was hoping it would be great since we worked everything out, but he completely ghosted me.
What?
He ghosted you?
He ghosted me.
He was supposed to bring the divorce papers and jokingly prove that he was divorced, and he did not show up on the date we agreed to pay for?
Correct.
Oh, my goodness.
And nothing?
All right, so I guess.
Nothing. Wait, hold on.
What does that mean? That he's still married?
I want to call him real quick here.
I know.
Hold on a second. I have Brady's number written right. If he picks up, you get him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I want him to answer real bad.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time.
Are you
Goodbye.
kidding me? Oh, my gosh.
That sucks. Are you assuming then, Christy, that he's got to be married, right? There's no reason. He called us to set up a second date with you. We do that, and now he's ghosting you?
Yeah, and I'll tell you, nothing's changed on the Facebook page. If he was so sure before that, he doesn't update his Facebook, that's why I said he was still married. It's like, okay, we had this conversation, update your Facebook. So I think he's just a dirtbag, and he's got to still be married. So I hope his wife hears this and figures out that he's out there just being an asshole.
Oh, gosh.
Right. Oh, my gosh.
I'm sorry that you kind of put yourself out there and gave him a second chance, and then I guess you have to realize now that your gut instinct was correct.
Yep. Well, you live, you learn.
Yeah, stick with your gut, girl, because you have good intuition. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I appreciate y'all's help try to get to the bottom of it.
Did your date never call back? Have us call them. Hook up or hang up. This is the Cosmo and Kat Show.
Woo!
Thanks for listening to the fun-sized Cosmo and Kat Show podcast. Be sure to like, follow, and share. And thanks in advance for the 5-star rating and review.